heart. Heart is the number one skill that's going to get you anywhere. Do you understand? You need to have such an undying determination to be able to get a job and do incredible things. And if you have that, it's not even passion. Passion is crap. Knowledge is crap. Education is crap. It's about having, obviously, being able to go and get things. That's all it is, being able to go and get things. If you don't have that ability, you're not going to be able to succeed in Canada. The only skill, write it down on a piece of paper. Rip up a piece of paper and write down, number one skill I need to go to Canada, go and get things. That's it. Like, where's my pen? And I don't mean be a go-getter, Sonny. I mean like literally go and get everything. You need to have this passion inside of you is I want this. And it can't even be an ideal. If you have an idea like, I want a house, I want a car, that works for some people, it ain't gonna work for a lot of us. I think if many of us just said, we want the best life in Canada, we want best lives for our family, and make a goal specific. I mean, if you have a goal that's specific as hell, like, I want to take over the universe, that is gonna help you. I'm not kidding. I'm glad I sound crazy right now, because it is crazy. You want to move to another country and start an amazing life and have no problems? It's crazy. And if you want to do something crazy, you gotta think crazy. So that's what's gonna help you. Find out the details, figure out what you need, figure out the visas you have. What I want you to do is prospect. Let's get down to the actual nitty-gritty details and none of this rah mumbo jumbo. Let's talk about prospecting. So first of all, you want to do your best to just find every single job you can in the entire world where you're going. Subway, Pizza Hut, Domino's, the corporate office, the Bank of Montreal, Scotiabank. You want to find the biggest marketing agencies. Apply to be a welder. I don't care if you can't weld. Apply to be a DJ. Apply to do everything you can. Go work in a hospital. I'm not going in the medical field now. I want to become an astronaut. I don't care. Go work in a hospital. Do what you can to just send out all those emails. And don't stop sending emails that say, hi, can I ask you a question in the subject line? No, just ask the question, okay? Get it. If you want a question, if you want my email, go search for it. Google it, send me an email, and demand things, okay? But try to get on my good side. I don't mean for me, I mean for other people, all right? Have yourself in mind. Don't think about me. Stop thinking about me when you send me emails or requests or questions about moving to Canada. Be upfront with it, alright? Say, like, if you want something, you want to interview from me, or you want a job, or you want, I don't know. Find a way to get in there and get what you want, okay? You know the things to do. I don't need to tell you to send emails and to try hard and understand. I have details in all of my videos. I made about 200 videos that detail exactly what you should and shouldn't be doing and what are some great places to go, some great places to stay, what you can expect when you get here. I haven't touched too much on the literal immigration and how to do it, but I've talked about what you should do once you get here. Now it's all about just, it's not even about attitude. It's not even about, stop listening to Tony Robbins, stop reading books, stop, okay? Biggest problem here. Problem, everything. My biggest obstacle to trying to become successful is finding out how to become successful. I know that. I know that. I'm still doing it, and I'm trying to snap out of that. The last thing I want you to do is to get to Canada and think, well, what should I do in order to get here? What are the steps? You have a computer. If not, go to your local library, apply to every job, and when you get there, you can't do it at Pizza Hut because they hate individuals and people with personalities. But go into a corporate office, go into somewhere that's gonna pay you $50 an hour the second you immigrate here. I'm not kidding. And tell them I have this incredible skill and I want to make a life for myself, and I will do everything I can for your business. I will help you grow. You look somebody in the eye that can sort of conviction, two things. They're either gonna think you're creepy, and the other 50% are just gonna freaking hire you if they can really see it. You need to do two things to get hired, alright? Stop trying to sell yourself, okay? It's a pissing match. You need to understand what their problem is. You need to pretend you have the same problem, and you need to pretend you have a solution and you're on their side. For example, You do this by asking employers questions. Don't just answer shit. Ask them questions. Well, what is affecting you? Don't even use words like affecting you. It's jargon. Say like, what's the biggest problem you face today that I can help you with? They'll say, well, it's this. You go, oh, I know, it really bothers me that, I don't know, you can't make enough sales because it's really demotivating. But I feel like when you make sales, it's like a snowball effect. And look at them. They'll be like, it is like a snowball effect. Like when I make a sale, I feel really cool about it. Like I feel good. It pumps me up. And yeah. And then you gotta look at them and be like, well, if we keep running without momentum and we work together, we can create that snowball effect. Bam. It's about that. It's not about, I was a good carpenter, I was the best at my job, I was the goodest at doing this. I'm trying to give you advice. Okay, 20 years from now, I want you to say I came by to Nader's YouTube channel and he may have sat like in his room a bunch of times. He gave us a bunch of silly advice, but you know, he had this one video where he talked about what it really took to become successful, and I was able to get there. I was able to understand, hey, wait a minute. If you don't feel something here right now, if you don't feel a surge of like, it's kind of like a mixture between just, not just optimism, that's the wrong word, that is the wrong word. It's a feeling where you want to see something. It's a feeling where you want to take something. That's really what it is. It's a taking feeling. If you don't have that and it's not strong and vibrating through your body, you need to find a way to get it. You ever been really, really happy or really, really angry if you felt an extreme emotion? Has it ever become multiplied? Have you ever been sad and then like sobbed because you were... Have you ever been sad and then that sadness has gone sadder? Maybe if you lost a loved one. You got sad and you got sadder and sadder and sadder until you were sobbing. That's an extreme version of sad. Okay, your sobbing actually hurts in your chest. And there's actually something physiologically and chemically that happens to you when you're grieving. It's stressful. Have you ever been really angry? Now have you ever been in a fit of rage? You see how it's different? It seems to multiply and vibrate. It expands and it becomes extreme and uncontrollable. You wanting to get a job is practical. You getting excited to get a job is still the practical version of excitement and ambition. You getting so excited and wanting to not just get a job, but take the best jobs and do the best things ever and rise on top. And not even rise on top is still logical. It's like, I want to climb. No, it's like, it's this feeling. If you don't have that feeling, you're going to be severely limited. If you can cultivate that feeling before you move here and use it when you're here. Whenever you feel down, think, damn it, remember what Nader told me, and you just take that feeling inside. Practicality too, send a bunch of damn emails, call a bunch of people, make 1,000 phone calls a day, and you know why it's doable? Because of that feeling in here. Do the practical things, I had videos on that, but cultivate this feeling. Done.